You're back here with Andrew from Las Vegas. Well, another month has passed, and I'm going to ramble a little bit before I give you the update on my weight and everything. And if this video goes a little long, I'll make it a two-parter. Well, I wanted to, before I give you the update, I wanted to just share with you a little bit about the holidays. And, the holidays went really well for me. I was skiing a lot around that time, and I had was really getting a lot of good exercise in by skiing as much as I did. And so anyway, also the I was around a lot of desserts and stuff like that, and big meals and stuff, at Thanksgiving and at Christmas as well. And I hadn't given you an update on that, and I did well. We went to Thanksgiving to some friend's house, and then they came to our house for Christmas. And both times, I was able to bring what I was going to eat, that was vegan. So that went really well. The friends that we have, this couple friend we have, and they have some children and grandchildren. She's gone through weight loss surgery, and we've known her for 20 years and 20 plus years. And so she had it, I want to say like 3-4 years ago. She had gastric bypass. So it was, so she was just like really accommodating and just really interested in, how I was doing and, what things I was doing differently and things. So that was good. It was really good. It went really well. And, now for the update. I had my first gain in this journey. I'm on my 14th month now. And it was just the perfect storm. I had ordered some bars online to stock up, and probably more than I normally would. I had, seen a sale for them. And then on top of it, I wasn't able to go skiing. What was interesting about skiing this year was I had progressed fairly fast, and I would say I'm as good as I was 20 years ago, and maybe better. It's just that the conditions haven't been that great as far as a lot of snow to be able to get on some black slopes and stuff. A lot of the terrain hadn't been open. So I had stayed in Colorado for some extra days before coming back to Las Vegas to try to wait for a snowstorm and get some good snow and see if I improved to even beyond where I was 20 years ago. And so anyway, so this perfect storm lined up where I'd ordered bars. I was back in Las Vegas. Skiing conditions were terrible here at Mount Charleston at Ski Las Vegas, and so I hadn't been skiing. And then my hours were getting cut at work, and then I got laid off. And it was just really disappointing. And for me, it really affected, we were hurting already financially, and it just really affected us pretty severely financially. And so I took it really hard. I think this is the hardest time in my life that I've had for probably 10 years. And it's probably the fourth worst thing that's happened in my life. Just with everything that's gone on. For me, I've always shared in the past that death of family members have always been the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. But it's just a combination of being laid off. I decided that I'm going to move back to Colorado, and me and my wife are. And I feel like I've failed moving down here to Las Vegas. I moved out here about 4 years ago, and when I lived in Colorado, I'd gained so much weight, and it was like living in a really nice place. I mean, I chose to live in Colorado. When I moved there 20 years ago, I chose to live in that state. And for its outdoors, its activities, all that. And so when I gained all the weight, it was like living in a place, like living in paradise, but not being able to enjoy it. It was just, I felt and you know, Colorado people are just, they're fit, you know, they're in really great shape. So it was tough to be overweight there. Now that I'm not, you know, we've talked about before this happened that we wanted to move back to Colorado, and you know, that's what's going to happen. We're going to move back to Colorado, and I look forward to that aspect of it. You know, I'm frustrated that, you know, looking for work and in this bad economy and just, you know, the things it's going to take. I'm not going to be able to. I'll have to continue in the career I'm in computers for now, and then still hoping that somehow I could get a career in outdoor industry, like I mentioned in my last video, in the fall, and do some things to prepare for that. But anyway, this gain occurred. You know, it was just became an emotional time as far as eating goes, and it shouldn't have been that way. But I'm not beating myself up now. And some time has passed a little bit, and I'm not beating myself up as bad as I was about it. But you know, I had really was trying not to lose weight there, and I just, you know, I was eating extra because I was skiing so much. Well, I really hadn't stopped that extra eating because, you know, it was to be able to maintain my weight. So, you know, just everything came together. So one of the things that my doctor, you know, once I reached goal, said, you know, hey, to make sure you maintain your weight, you don't have to track your food. That's sort of what we agreed to. Well, once I gained the 5 pounds, in a short period, probably a couple weeks, I decided to go back to keeping track of my food. And it was eye-opening. I mean, had already been up to around 3,000 calories. And so I'm getting back to doing that. I'm getting back to having protein shakes. I still have a vegan protein shake that I use that's from the proteins from pea protein. And that's helping me be full in the morning and just trying to be smarter about it. The nice thing is that I'm moving this week, and once I'm back to Colorado, I'll be able to ski a lot more and be a lot more active. And so I'm looking forward to that. And just going to work day in and day out, you know, and being active that way helps as well. Where I, you know, just it hasn't been good here for a few days. So I'm still within my range. I wanted to stay between 162 and 167, and I'm at 166. My low was 161, and so as of February 9th, my official weigh-in every month, it was 166. So just keep me in mind. I'm open to any suggestions, thoughts. And if anyone's out there in Colorado that needs someone in the computer industry, feel free to let me know that as well. And just so you know, we lived in Colorado Springs for 20 years, and we're going to move to Woodland Park, which is just about 30 minutes west of Colorado Springs. It's up in the mountains. Colorado Springs is about 6,000 feet above sea level, and Woodland Park 7,500 above sea level. So about 2 hours away from most ski resorts on the western slope. So really looking forward to that, and probably my next video will be from Woodland Park, Colorado, and I look forward to sharing with you where I'm living. So until next time, I just love you all, and until next time, remember, if you change your mind, you'll change your life. Thanks. Bye.